My task today on this table is to represent His Excellency, Professor Engineer Babagana Umar Zulum, MNI. So I'm going to read his speech. And wherever I mention I'm not referring to Ahmed Jaha. I'm referring to Professor Babagana Umar Zulum. After establishing the protocol, in line with our 25 years development plan, we remain committed to building an inclusive society founded on quality education and robust healthcare services. This commitment aligns with pillars 1 of 3 of our development plan, which underscore the need to make healthcare and education accessible and affordable for all residents of Borno State. Our vision is a society where everyone, regardless of background, has equal opportunity to thrive. Central to this vision is ensuring access to education that empowers our youth to realize their full potentials. In a world defined by rapid technological advances, the role of medicine and engineering have become even more vital. These fields drive innovation, economic growth, and societal progress. This undergraduate scholarship initiative reflects the state government's unwavering commitment to advancing educational opportunities for our people. Partnering with prestigious universities in China is a strategic step to enhance our educational landscape and ensure our students receive world-class training. To accomplish this, I directed the Borno State Scholarship Board to advertise this undergraduate scholarship scheme for medicine and engineering. I further directed the selection process of 100 beneficiaries and must be thorough, ensuring that the best students from each of the 27 local government areas across the state are chosen purely on merit to study in 6 Chinese universities. Today, I congratulate the 103 of you who have been selected. However, I must remind you that this government has invested considerably in your future. An annual budget of nearly 1.5 billion naira has been allocated for your tuition alone, in addition to a monthly allowance of $150 to support your upkeep. With this investment comes the expectation that you will fully commit to your studies and in time to the professional roles you will assume. I must also emphasize that with great opportunity comes great responsibility. Each scholarship recipient, I repeat, each scholarship recipient is entering into a 10-year bond of service with the Borno State government. This commitment ensures that the benefits of your education will be directed towards the advancement and well-being of your communities. This should be a solemn pledge from every one of you. In conclusion, I want to reaffirm that we are immensely proud of you. Thank you and safe travels to China. May Allah bless and protect each and every one of you. That was the speech of His Excellency, our amiable, hardworking, and the best performing governor in the country. On my side, as Honorable Ahmed Jaha Babawo, I may crave your indulgence to take at least 2 or 3 minutes to say 1 or 2 things for the very beginning, and will continue to be saying it up to the time we are going to leave you in China, inshallah. China, as said by the previous speakers, is one unique country that doesn't have a similarity all over the world. So as you step into the entrance of Murtala Mohammed, is it Murtala Mohammed or Namdi Azikwe International Airport, the international wing or departure lounge, try by all means to drop anything you know, any behavior you know that is worth tolerating here in Nigeria. Keep it there. Because you are going into a new world. Take it or leave it. The issue of Rokura, Zorokla Chubwa, no. You have to humble yourself. One. Secondly, Professor Guti spoke about law abiding in China. They have one of the extreme laws and strict adherence to justice system. Any attempt to steal this water in the name of stealing, you will be convicted, and the conviction, you will not like it. You will not like it. The permanent secretary as a mother spoke about drugs. In China, if you are caught with a substance, the penalty is death. And not death sentence, is either death by hanging or death by electrocuting. Put this at the back of your mind. That was why the moment you assume China, you will be subjected to their own way of doing tests for a medical fitness, for you to be tested. If they have or found an element of drugs in your body, they will definitely turn down your visa application and they will deport you back to your country. Anywhere in the world you have criminals, despite the stiff punishment. But criminality can only succeed if and only if there is a support from other people that are not criminals. In China, they don't tolerate criminality. You will be punished according to their own laws, as rightly said by Professor Guti. And you know what we mean by in their own laws. It's very harsh. Here in Nigeria, you can do something and be bailed out. In China, there is no bailing. Nobody can even go and bail you out. And the assumption is all of you are matured. That is why if you are less than 18, you must introduce a guardian in China. My son went to China when he was less than 18. And he will be 18 in the in November. That is next month. I have to provide a guardian for him to be accepted in China. As I'm talking to you now, he is moving with the residence permit of the guardian. In other words, if you are 18, you are matured. You will be responsible for whatever behavior, activity, attitude in China. Secondly, on the issue of studies, you are going to the best universities in the world. Because you are going to a university that has an updated curriculum that is at par with any university you can think of in the world. That is why today people are removing their children from Harvard, from Oxford, and take them to China to acquire practical knowledge, particularly in the field of medicine and engineering. I have a strong belief that you will not disappoint us. I am optimistic that you are not going to China to disappoint us. The reason why I said us, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum is already a professor. Substantial people on this table are already successful people. You are not doing it for them, but you are doing it for yourselves. The process followed to select 103 people. If you will be subjected to that particular process, you will say, yes, it's not a small task actually. I believe in the capacity and integrity of the selection committee. But what do? You do everything to vindicate them. You may be the best here, but if you go to China, you may not be the best because you are meeting the best in the world. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell, in China, you have to work hard to pass examination. You have to work hard to learn. It's not the business as usual, the issue of parliament. There is no parliament in China. I think that is what we call parliament. Majalisa. Aje a zauna ana gulma. Ana kanana maganganu. In commissioner na education ya wuce ya ce wannan commissioner na education ne, a wannan motan da ya wannan Prado ne, a wannan a 2000, ba a yin wannan a China. Na biyu ba a shan shisha a China. Kai hakuri Dr. Yaumi. I know na kure lokaci na ina so ya cika 10 minutes to 11 ne in gama. Ba a shan shisha a China. Wai a zauna a majalisa ana shan shisha, babu shi a China. Babu wushe-wushe a China. Babu gangakura a China. Babu abin na biyu dinan me yake cewa bansuwe a China. Abin da ya kai ka karatu ne. You have to face it. Secondly, if you are a religious extremist, you don't have a place in China. Any attempt, because they will be monitoring all of you. And it may interest you to know, they will be monitoring you physically and electronically. Dukkan ku za su yi tagging ɗinku. Wherever you are, they will monitor you. And whatever you do, they will go and arrest you. Take it or leave it. You are not going to stop from performing or doing your religion. If you are a Muslim, you can pray. If you are a Christian, you can pray. If you are not either Christian or Muslim, you can stay like this, because in China, substantial number of them doesn't even have religion. So the issue of insisting that you are extremist is a problem. You should be very careful and be guided. I don't think in their schools they have churches or mosques. You should be guided. Lastly, fighting. Activism, in whatever name, at whatever level, is not tolerated in China. For you to say that you have an association of Borno State students or Nigerian students or African students agitating, you will be allowed to form an association, at least to familiarize with each other. There is no problem. Sometimes you guide each other, there is no problem. But you cannot go extra length as you do here. You go and organize protest, no, in China. So we'll continue to talk as we are going. We are going in batches. The first batch is going to Shanghai with about 4 schools. One, Anhui University of Science, of Medical Science, Haife University of Science, High University of Technology, Suzhou, as well as Nanjing. Then the other two universities will be going the following day as per our program, which is on Friday. So the first batch is going tomorrow, all things being equal. What I mean by all things being equal is the only predicament we have now is the ability of the Chinese embassy to release the visa of the already 85 captured students today. If the visas are ready, we are going to collect them 12 o'clock tomorrow. Sorry, by 10 o'clock tomorrow, we should all be in the airport to start checking to go to Shanghai. The following day on Friday, the second team, which constitute 30 students. In the first team, we have 73 students. While in the second team, we have 30 students going to Beijing. It's just like the way you have Lagos, you have Abuja, you have Port Harcourt, the same thing in China, they have this province. Those that are going to schools close to Beijing will be leaving on Friday, all things being equal, inshallah, to Beijing.